Thank you, Vivek. I just want to make a quick announcement. I hope all of you know that there is a family program that's going on at CLT. So if you have any spouses or kids that want to get away and have some fun playing games or getting mehendi and stuff like that, it's available in CLT till 3 o'clock. So you can also go there after lunch, so you don't have to go right now. Okay, so we'll come to the next part of the program. I have one quick announcement to make. It's been our tradition that the batch that has a silver union the previous year makes certain announcements during Alumni Day of the following year, particularly regarding the funds collected and the projects that they want to deploy the funds to. Now, last December, the 1986 batch had their silver union. Unfortunately, their representatives are not able to join us today. Is there anybody here from the 1986 batch, perhaps? Okay, I thought not. So they have authorized me to make the announcement on their behalf, so I will do so. On the fundraising front, the 1986 batch have committed to raise $1 million as a gift to the Institute. So far, the actual collections are $300,000 in the US and a few lakhs in India. However, the pledged amount is $550,000. And they want to particularly acknowledge the following major contributors: Raj Narayanaswamy, Vijay Tella, Tony Thomas, Kittu Kalluri, and an anonymous donor who have made very large donations. In terms of deployment, the projects that the 1986 batch would like to fund are sports complex and sports facilities renovation for $100,000 to $200,000. $100,000 from Kittu Kalluri for an IIT Madras Students Innovation Fund, and the remaining amount they want to use to fund CSI, the Center for Social Innovation and Entrepreneurship, which was featured in the video at the beginning of the program. This amount will be used to support socially relevant projects, in particular a proposal for low-cost cancer screening that has been put forward by Professor Kamakoti in our computer sciences department. Let us thank the 1986 batch for their very generous contribution, and I'm sure they will serve as an inspiration for future batches as well. And in that context, the 1987 batch, of course, will be having their silver union this December. And I believe that we have a couple of people here. I know there's at least one because I met him, Sundaresan. And also we have Suresh Raman, both from the, no? Oh, sure, okay, sorry. From the 1987 batch who are here to tell us about their plans for the Silver Union. And hopefully, we are, by the way, video recording this event, and it'll be broadcast to all alumni. And hopefully it'll inspire more of the 87 batch to come forward in large numbers. The floor is yours.
Good morning. My message is more for my batchmates who unfortunately could not make it in large numbers today. So my appeal to my batchmates is just think back to the day you came into IIT in 1983. Think how you went out in 87, how IIT changed you, affected your life. And if you think that's all IIT will do for you, you are badly mistaken. Please come in December. You will see IIT still has more to contribute to you, and we'll all have fun together again the way we did 4 years ago. Look forward to seeing you all. Please note that registration will close end of July. So make your, register yourself before that and send in the contribution money. We will beat all the batches this year.
As David briefly mentioned in his talk, Alumni Day is scheduled the day after convocation for a very specific purpose. Same reason that the Alumni Association schedules Willkommen the day after a convocation, and that is to welcome the graduates of this year, the 2012 batch, into the alumni population. So I would like to welcome 2012 batch members to make a few remarks. In particular, Kedar has volunteered to be a spokesperson, and I will invite Kedar now to come up and say a few words.
Hello everyone. So the subject that I was going to talk on is expectations of our batch. And to introduce you to our batch, the 2012 batch, it's pretty much like I am standing here right now. Not very prepared, unsure of how it's going to go, and just hoping that even if it's not, really fantastic, it at least turns out okay. So with this, I would first like to introduce what 2012 batch is. So just yesterday, around 1600 of us, just over 1600 of us got our degrees, which includes BTechs, MTechs, PhDs, MScs, a lot others. So in many aspects, this batch is similar to the batch that you studied in, except for few things which were drastically different for our batch. So I would like to introduce you to few of those things. First being Center for Innovation. All of you saw the video for Center for Innovation. So when we came in to IIT in 2008 or 2007, this was the year when we first saw the Center for Innovation. And just to give you a line about Center for Innovation, for the students, it's a center where you can walk in with an idea and walk out with a product. The student managed center is completely led by students. It's for the students, where students organize training programs, project guidance programs for the younger students. And this center has been thriving. To tell you about its achievements, we have had one team which won the Robocon challenge in India, and they represented India for the international Robocon. We have had one team which represented the institute and the country at the International Aerial Robotics Competition. We had one team which is currently representing our institute at the Formula SAE Challenge. We had a team which won the prestigious DRDO competition and which was called in to US to have a look at Lockheed Martin facilities. So just in a matter of 4 to 5 years, this center has developed into a center for innovation, as the name says. Another interesting achievement of this Center for Innovation is this year we have about 7 students who are not taking up campus placements. They have opted out of campus placements or have not decided to take up jobs and have decided to form companies of their own. And one thing that is common in all these 7 students is that they have worked for a lot of time in the Center for Innovation. That's where I think the confidence, that's where the drive has come from. To move on, I will move on to Shastra. Shastra is the annual technical festival of IIT Madras. In our 5 years, we have seen this festival rise up to great heights. We had the Golden Jubilee Shastra, which was biggest in terms of the scale and the budget, not just biggest in the country, but biggest technical festival in India, in Asia. Another important achievement for Shastra was that for the first time, we posted a Limca record. Limca is like the Guinness Book of World Records of India. We posted a Limca record for the most number of line followers just last year. In terms of a very different set of achievements, Shastra had formed a quality management team and has a dedicated quality management team right from, I think, the time we entered. And this year, for the second time, Shastra was ISO certified. So all its processes, right from sponsorship to every process, to every implementation process, has been ISO certified. And our recent certification came as 9001 2011. So I think that was a great achievement. It's the first student managed fest which is ISO certified in the world. We have Sohan over here who is leading Shastra this year. So he has a huge responsibility of carrying forward the same reputation. Moving on to Sarang. Sarang is the annual cultural festival of IIT Madras. Sarang's achievements are many. In terms of numbers, we had a footfall of about 50,000 people last year. In terms of sponsorship crossed 1.6 crores with around 1.3 crores in cash and about 30 lakhs in kind. So this is a huge achievement, and I don't think any festival, any cultural festival in India has this kind of scale. In terms of events, we had the World Culture Show at Sarang, which has been possible because of a great initiative of Sarang to join with a lot of embassies across the world. And because of this partnership, we have been able to get a lot of international acts, a lot of international artists who have flown down to India and have performed at Sarang. I think that's a great achievement which very few festivals in the world like this can brag about. Another important event being Opeth, a Swedish band, came and performed in IIT Madras in the OAT, and it is the first time this band came to India, and I think it will be the last time this band will be coming to India because they are very, very big. Okay, so we have done with CFI, Shastra, Sarang. Another new thing that our batch saw evolve was the attendance rule. When we came in, we had 50% attendance compulsory. Okay, I am talking about a batch previous to our batch. 2007 batch saw it 50%, we saw it 75%, then we saw it 85%, and now we are seeing it 85% strict. So that's another improvement which is, I think, drastically different from all the previous batches. So where do we stand right now? So some of us, I think most of us, have joined companies and are wondering why are these guys paying us so much? They are not making us work so much right now. We are just 2 months into our job. Some of us are waiting for opportunities in higher education abroad, which are due to start this August, September, October for different people. Some of us are starting our own companies and are venturing out. Some of us are interestingly staying back to work on our BTech and DDP projects with our professors so that we can spend some more time refining it even after graduation. On a softer note, some of us are waiting for life to pick up speed, and some of us want it to slow down. Some of us want new challenges. Some of us, want a breather. The BTech project and dual degree project has been challenging enough. Some of us want to make our own path right now, want to make that impact. Some of us are fine with life taking us where it will for some time. And that brings me to the expectations of this batch. So what does our batch expect? It's not very different from what most of the batches would have expected. I remember when I decided to prepare for IIT, everyone told me, once you reach IIT, life will be set. You can do what you want. It will be a carefree, phase in life. Surprisingly, that has never happened. In IIT, people told us we will go out and, we will have a nice carefree period of our own. But even that hasn't happened. And as Sir just mentioned, we have no time to stand and stare. So we are expecting somewhere down the line, we will get that time to stand and stare. We were told that, when we came in with a huge ego which was attached to our alumni going out in the world and making a mark, our alumni achieving great things. And we thought by the time we'll be going out of this institute, we'll go out all guns blazing. We will be the, as marketing jargon says, impactful people in this world. But right now, to be frank, we feel, quite inadequate to do that. So we expect over next few years, we will live up to what our alumni have left for us, what name they have created for us. We expect to make that impact on the world. third thing being, people told us that, we will be really rich. But till we can see, until the curve, I still see us dining in Andhra messes and dhabas and these places. So I think we would all expect and would really like us to be a little more richer. The last thing being, not the last, but yeah, people had told us, girls will be running after you. And that really hasn't happened. And the kind of, the where we are right now, I think 90% of us would really want that to happen sometime. On a more, the final thing that we would expect and really, really important, I would like to first read some lines and then go to it. Together we walk cheerfully so wrong, in rain and in sunshine. But in challenge to create a new life, I see you standing in a different line. I remember we cried and laughed together through the brightest and the darkest hours in time. All I wish is we meet again someday and say, brother, how are you? I am fine. Brother, how are you? I am fine. We would like to really, really, really carry forward the friendships that we made here. We would really want these friendships to last over time. Thank you, guys.